Because I can't, we keep leaving questions behind. In case, for those of you interested, we have the perimeter of the shaded area. What is the area of the white rectangle? In this case, would be the one not in the shaded area, which is this guy. So still a rectangle. Again, opposite sides are congruent. So that's going to give us 5x twice. So 5x plus 5x. Oh, it doesn't say perimeter. It says area. We'll get back to that in a minute. We'll finish this question. Perimeter, though. So x plus 6. X plus 6, 5, 10, 11, 12. So 12x plus 12 is the perimeter. Now, too excited. Wasn't paying attention. Story of my life. Area. Area of a rectangle is length times width. They wanted the area of the white rectangle. So that's 5x times x plus 6. Pause the video and try to multiply those together and see if you can get those right. This would be such a cool EOC question. We should definitely be getting this right by the end of the semester. So 5x times x is 5x squared because there's 2 x's there. And then 5x times 6, so 5 times 6 is 30. There's 1 x, so there's an x. This polynomial is the area of the white, or like what I've outlined in the teal, rectangle. That is the area of the white rectangle. It has a GCF of 5x. That's what we multiplied in through. 5 goes into 5, 5 goes into 30, and there's the lowest exponent for x would be that one at the back. Just some more vocabulary. And so where maybe you can pick up the pattern that GCF is multiplying polynomials, it's just the backwards undoing. Area of the shaded region. So shaded. So that means I need to have the area of the entire big rectangle and then subtract, cut out what we've cut out here. Because again, the shaded area is all of this stuff. So the large rectangle is 5x plus 8. You can use FOIL or box method. I'm going to go box method because, again, as you know, I get distracted easily. And this way I know if I miss something because there'll be an empty box. And that's a lot harder to walk away from. So 6 times 5 is going to give us 30. X times x, that means there's 2 of them. 5 times 2 is 10. There's only one x because there's not an x over here with 2. Then 6 times 8 is going to give me 48. And then there's an x, but not one up here, so there's just going to be one x. And then 8 times 2 is 16. So that means that the area of the large rectangle is going to be 30x squared. I have 40 and 10, so plus 58x plus 16. I talked about it in live class. We don't like that to be a quote-unquote answer because it's not like 7 or 15 inches squared. But welcome to high school math and polynomials. They will stay ugly. This is the area of the large rectangle. This is the area of the smaller rectangle. And we just cut it out. Like if this was a piece of gray construction paper, we cut that guy out. So we're going to take the difference. So we're going to take 30x squared plus 58x plus 16, and we're going to subtract 5x squared plus 30x. So this should look like problems you were doing earlier in the week. X squared, so again, we're going to combine like terms. So 30x squared minus 5x squared. You could either do it that way, you could stack them, or we can distribute this. And I'm going to do 30x squared plus a negative 5x squared. So that's going to give me 25x squared. Then I have a 58x, and I have a negative 30x. So plus a negative or subtraction, same thing. If I have $58 and I spend 30, then I'm going to have 28. So now I've gotten rid of all this. And then our constant just stays the same. So this is the answer to the question of what is the area of this shaded region. One more time just to circle back. This is the area of the cutout. This is the area of the large rectangle. Then when we cut it out, this is the area and answer to our question. All right, last but not least, the width of a rectangle. If I were you, I would just draw a rectangle. Because again, word problems get long and lengthy. Is represented by 5x plus 2y. 5x plus 2y. The length, and it doesn't matter which side because it's a rectangle, is represented by 6y minus 2x. Write a polynomial that represents the perimeter of the rectangle. So again, I would pause and see if you can get this one right. We know this side is congruent to this side. This side is congruent to this side. And I mentioned it in the end of live class. You can write 2 times 6y minus 2x plus 2 times 5x plus 2y. So 2 times 6y is going to give me 12y minus 4x. And I'm just saying this for a couple of you whose brains are going to work different than mine. 5 times 2 is 10x. And 2 times 2 is 4y. They switch these back and forth as far as their seat in the binomial. I would say that would be a trick because it would be easy to add these 4, but these are not like terms, so we're going to combine like terms. And that's going to give me 16y positive 10x, and I lose 4, so plus 6x. This nasty puppy is the perimeter of your rectangle. Okay, so 5 plus 5 is 10. Minus 2, which would be minus 4, is our 6x. 2y plus 2y is 4. Plus 6 gives us 10. Plus 6 for the other side is where that 16y came from as well. All right, guys, if you watch it, thanks.